Wireless LAN deployment using WiTuners application. WiTuners application is launched from WiTuners.com. Upon launch, a welcome screen provides a list of tasks to select from. You can select to load an example deployment to learn how to use WiTuners. When the example is loaded, a default multi-floor hotel is displayed with access points, APs, already populated on 3 floors. On the user interface, you can see the deployment panel on the top right side, the Outlook menu bar on the left side, the top toolbar on the top side, the information window on the bottom right side, license key button on the bottom side, and the user manual from the top toolbar. In the deployment panel, an access point can be selected and moved about to any location by clicking and dragging with the left mouse button. Its characteristics can be seen in the information window located below the floor plan. Alternatively, you can right-click to see its characteristics as well as to delete it. Note that some of the access points are lightly shaded. These are access points located on other floors, but whose signals are leaked to the current floor. If you want to add an access point, click and drag the Add AP icon down from the top toolbar. Check-on circle on the top toolbar will display 2 circles around a selected AP. The inner circle represents the range of the access point at its minimal data rate, and the outer circle represents the range of its sensitivity. Note that this range is approximate in that it does not count the impacts of walls within the circles. Check on the RSSI on the top toolbar will display the RSSI numbers relating to the selected access point. These RSSI take into account the walls between each AP and the selected one. Some of the walls are highlighted in gray. By right-clicking on a wall, it will be shown in bold with end and midpoint selection dongles. Right-clicking will show its characteristics and give you the opportunity to change or delete them if desired. You can move the walls by clicking and dragging with the left mouse button. Add a new wall by clicking and dragging the Add Wall icon down from the menu bar. Walls can be subdivided and bent by moving the open circle dongles. Several floors can be included via the tree structure at the bottom of the window. Each floor are shown as a separate branch of the tree. Its height and offset relative to the other floors are listed in meters. Access points assigned to a floor are listed as branches on the floor tree. Their characteristics are also shown in the information box to the right as they are highlighted. By selecting the main tree, floors can be added or deleted. WiTuners enables its users to check the performance of the current deployment from various perspectives, which include heat maps, coverage hole detection, app summary, virtual site survey, etc. The heat map indicator can be shown or hidden by checking the heat map on the top toolbar. A heat map visually shows the distribution of a metric over locations within the deployment area on a floor plan. The metrics to be observed in the heat maps include RSSI, the receiver's signal strength indicator, the signal strength, the throughput, the QoS score, etc., which can be selected from the drop-down list in the heat map indicator. To detect a coverage hole, check on Coverage Hole on the top toolbar or select it from the System menu. Coverage holes are the area on the floor map within the deployment area that the communications between a client and access points cannot be covered at a required minimal data rate of the client. Drag the VSS robot icon on the top toolbar onto any location within the deployment area on the floor plan. When the mouse hovers on the robot, a tooltip will pop up displaying the information that the client represented by the robot will observe at that location. The information is very comprehensive and even includes hidden nodes and their effects at that location. Right-click on the VSS robot when it's on the deployment panel. A VSS-specific menu will pop up. From there, you can set the properties of the client that VSS represents. You can also start a virtual site survey from there by selecting Survey. Once you select Survey, the VSS goes into survey mode. Move the VSS robot around and click at the survey points, the locations you're interested in. The survey points will be shown with circles connected by traces. Hovering your mouse over such survey points will show tooltips for the survey data at that location. These survey data can be saved and retrieved later from the VSS-specific pop-up menu. Now that you have an overall idea of WiTuners application from the example deployment, just try it out at WiTuners.com. It's free to use for small wireless LANs, allowing to deploy, optimize, and report your custom deployment.